Wake up and be awesome. This is my favorite little coffee cup, y'all. I done coffee myself out though, so I'm drinking water, H2O. But I want to come on here, y'all, and talk to y'all about self-confidence. Self-confidence. You know, it was a time in my life where I just lacked confidence, like didn't know who I was, but I was always being like selected and pointed out and moving up. Like every job I ever worked, I always worked my way to the top. You know, became like supervisor, manager, all this. And I was like, and then I just be thinking like, what do these people see in me that I can't see in myself? Like, and then when I'm thinking the confidence, like these people see that I'm a leader. You know, I could lead people because I always end up at the top. Like every job I ever worked, I always end up supervising or managing and something like that. So I was always put in a leadership role, and I guess, well, I know now I do have the ability to lead. Like, people follow me, people attract to me my energy, you know. I'm a very brave person, so I'm not scared to, lead and show the way, be the first one on the road. So, but I couldn't understand what they saw in me. And I'm saying that to say, like, I work like, even when I was working for this driving company, I worked myself up to manager, on the computers. I was managing over 40 drivers. But inside, I wasn't confident enough. These people saw in me that I could do this, but I didn't feel like, I knew I can do it, but I didn't reflect it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I was still, and I'm gonna tell you too, appearance is a lot, especially like in the job world and stuff like that, and just every day. You should walk out your door looking good, because you don't know what opportunity gonna come up. But I used to just, be in shorts and, my little joggers, but it was like I didn't fit the part, like appearance wise. But I had all the knowledge, the smartest one in the room half the time, moving better than these people that done got all these, degrees and stuff like that. But I lacked the confidence because I feel like I didn't step up and, fit the part. There's nothing wrong with being who you are. Like I used to be like, I'm down. I ain't changing. I know who I am. I'm from Chicago. I'm this, that. But I was like stuck in the image. That wasn't for me. So sometimes you gotta like let that go. If you move up in levels, it's time to change. And then I used to have this in my mind, like people think I'm arrogant, or what if people think I'm changing, or what if people think I change, but change is good. Like you supposed to change. Like you don't supposed to spend your life stuck in one way. As we get older, we get wiser. That's the saying, age come with wisdom. And I know, like, as I ain't nothing like I was in my 20s, teenager. I've been growing. I even said that, like, when I moved here, like, it was like a fear to be like, even my accent started changing. So that made me fearful, like, oh, I'm not, I'm leaving Chicago behind. I don't even sound like I'm from Chicago no more, but who cares? I don't own Chicago. So I had to, build that confidence, like, to be myself and be who I am. Like, stop trying to, you know, stay stuck in the past, because that's all it is. Because if you stuck in the past, I'm just thinking like I was moving up, doing all these, getting put in all these good positions, but my mind was still stuck on 39th Street. So you got to let that go and, grow. Ain't nothing wrong with growing. Like, I don't know why I felt like I had to be this person or whatever and all that. That's not true. It was like times where I hated myself almost, honestly. I hated myself for not being myself. Like, I was basically just stuck in the image, like, not moving forward. Like, I feel like I missed like a lot of time. Like, I wasn't even you know the world ruled by computers. Like me even getting up here talking to y'all, I ain't see myself doing this like a few years ago or a year ago almost, cause like it's been times where I done went like years without even looking in the mirror really. Like, it was like I just didn't believe in myself. I didn't know who I was, what was in store for me, where I was going. But once I start looking inward is the only way, like, to look inward. Like, that's the only way you gonna, come out of that shit. Cause you be like fighting demons and, a lot of, just a lot, man. You gotta look inside yourself. Definitely get yourself isolated for a little while, with nobody around. Like, I ended a relationship I was in, and that was great because when I started saying to myself, I was like, man, a lot of this stuff I'm feeling ain't never been nothing but projections. My whole life, like people projecting fear onto me, people betray, just projecting all they stuff on me. But I never really asked myself, like, what do I want? How do I feel? Where's I'm headed? Me. I can't worry about, what everybody else feeling. And then now I'm learning, like, not to hold other people's emotions. Cause I'm definitely a super empath, so I feel stuff right off, like right off the back. Like I can feel anything. So I'm learning like to cover my energy, and know that I can't heal the world. And I can't pour from an empty cup. So I'm focused on filling myself up, and staying kind. Nothing wrong with being kind, but I'm learning not to like stretch myself out too far. If I can help, I can. If I can't, I can't. Just putting myself first. And this is a great journey that I'm on right now, cause I'm seeing a lot of stuff. I've been sitting back just paying attention, like, you know, all you really got is you. And me hitting that rock at the bottom, all I had was God. Man, and God made a way every time, every which way. And I ain't reneging back on that. I won't be the person I was, a year ago. I have changed, and I'm so grateful that I have changed and became a better me and became me. I used to always say, it's funny, I used to always say, like, man, it feel like, my life feel like I'm looking at it happen from, like, the back seat. Like I'm watching myself, but I'm not into myself. And that's because I've been disassociated with myself. That's why I felt like that. But now I'm making my way to the driver's seat of my life because I know what I want. I know how I feel, and I know what I want around me, and that's good energy. So I definitely been focused on being confident. Even this me coming out making these videos for y'all, it helps me, and I know I'm trying to spread my message. I got a lot to say. I've been down in the boondocks for a long time, but now I'm here on the surface, giving y'all nuggets, dropping y'all nuggets, and I hope my story could be somebody's guide one day. So y'all subscribe to the channel, stay in tune, more content coming. I took a little break because I've been busy working on me, but I'm back at it. So subscribe to the channel, hit that like button for sure. Peace.